Hello and welcome to this gentle yoga routine designed to open up and release any tension in your neck, shoulders, and upper back. When you're ready, we'll begin seated. So once you've made yourself comfortable, as you inhale, go ahead and gently roll your shoulders forward, squeeze them up towards the ears. And then as you exhale, relax the shoulders down, soften through your neck. And feel free to close your eyes here, taking a moment to simply arrive on your mat. And then from here, keeping your eyes closed, begin to gently turn your neck from right to left, turning the head here, nice and gentle. Good, and then gently come back to center, and then lift the chin, feel the front of your throat stretch, and then lower the chin towards the chest. And we'll do a couple like that at your own pace. Letting your breath flow freely, shoulders melt towards the floor the whole time. And then gently come back to center. And then from here, go ahead and drop your chin to the chest once again. This time, roll the right ear over to the right shoulder, getting a nice stretch for the left side of the neck. Shoulders stay heavy. And then roll back through center to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. And continue drawing half circles with your nose. Taking deep breaths here as you move. And then the next time that your right ear comes to your right shoulder, go ahead and pause here. Option to walk the left fingertips away from you along the mat, deepening the stretch. And if that feels like enough, stay here. Or option 2, maybe you bring your right palm to lightly rest on top of the left ear. So you're not pulling the head, just letting the weight of your elbow naturally deepen the stretch. Good, one more inhale, breathe into the side of the neck. As you exhale, gently release the head, roll your chin through center and all the way to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder, maybe the right fingers walk away. Maybe you add the top hand. Notice if you're pressing your lips or your teeth together, let that go. Shoulders grow heavy. Good, one more deep full breath in. And as you exhale, gently roll your chin back to your chest. And then stay here with the head bowed and let your upper back round as well. So really letting the head sink down towards the feet. And you might start to feel a stretch in the back of the neck, maybe even the upper to mid back. Good, and then as you inhale, breathe into the back body, creating lots of space. Exhale to let your head grow heavy. Once again, inhale, expand. Exhale, chin to chest. Last one, inhale, feel the skin of your back stretch. And exhale to sink down even more. Good, and then from here, as you inhale, slowly roll your way back up. Stack the head over the shoulders. And gently let your eyes flutter back open. Good, and then from here we'll start to do some shoulder circles. Notice any little crackles. And then gently switch directions. And then gently come back to stillness. Let your hands rest on your knees. And as you inhale, hug your belly in towards your spine as you grow taller. As you exhale, gentle twist to the right here. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand on the right knee. Roll the shoulders back here, really lift the chest, opening the upper body. Inhale to grow longer. Exhale to twist a little bit more. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale to twist a little deeper. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gently pull your right shoulder back. And then as you inhale, grow longer. Keep your left hand on the knee. As you exhale, slowly turn your chest to face forward once again. Good. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling here. Inhale to grow nice and long. As you exhale, lean to the left here, getting a nice side stretch. Right hip grounds down into the mat. Good. As you inhale, breathe into the side once again, expanding. Exhale, use your core and your hand to slowly come back up. And then release the hands. Reset your spine. Good. And then as you inhale, grow taller, navel hugs in for support. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. Left hand behind you this time. Good. Inhale to grow taller. Exhale, maybe you would go a little bit further. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, feel the rotation in your waist as you twist a little more. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to pull that left shoulder back. And then again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep your right hand on the knee as you untwist. Good, left hand reaches up. Inhale to grow taller, lengthen. Exhale, dive to the right, big stretch. Inhale, breathe into the side body. Exhale to slowly come up with control. And then release the hands. Good. And then from here, gently roll your way forward, coming to hands and knees. Very nice. And then make sure that your shoulders are right over the wrists, hips over the kneecaps. And then we're going to do some spinal circles here. So go ahead and melt your belly button towards the floor and then start to draw a circle to the right. Explore your range of motion here. Notice what feels open, what feels tight. And then switch directions. And gently come back to stillness. Press the fingertips actively into the mat. As you inhale, arch your back, reach your heart forward, look up. Exhale, relax the head and neck completely as you round the upper back to the sky. Inhale to arch, press into all four corners of the hands. Exhale, squeeze the belly in. Once again, inhale to stretch the front body. And exhale to curl everything inward. Couple more here at your own pace. Follow your breath. And feel free to add any movement that you enjoy here, maybe drawing some circles or figure eights, alternating between arching and rounding your spine. Moving in any way that feels good to you. And then gently come back to stillness. From here, walk your shins and your feet all the way together, and then come to sit back on the heels. Good. From here, sit up nice and tall. Gently pull the ribs in. Notice how that might make your shoulders round forward a little bit. Keep the ribs tucked in as you gently roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Good. And then from here, interlace your fingers behind you. And then reach your knuckles towards the back of the room as you shoot your heart upward towards the sky. Notice if you started to hold your breath. Breathe into the stretch. Good. One more deep breath in here. Let's grow taller. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Forehead touches the mat if possible. As you inhale, keep your forehead down as you just lift the hands up higher, getting a stretch for the shoulders. Exhale, drop the hands back behind you as you stack the shoulders over the hips once again. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heart to the ceiling. Exhale, melt over your knees. Inhale, reach the hands higher, stretch the shoulders. Exhale, roll your way back up the spine. Last round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to melt. Inhale, stretch for the shoulders. And exhale, come all the way back up. Beautiful. Release the hands, shake out the arms and the shoulders a little bit if you need to. Good. And then walk your way back out to all fours, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the kneecaps. Good. Belly hugs in gently. As you inhale, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Pull the hand back enough that you start to feel the shoulder open. And exhale, gently release all the way back down. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Spiral your chest to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale to the right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Exhale, lower. One more time on each side. Inhale, twist. Exhale through center. And then inhale, last one. And exhale, release. Beautiful. From here, keep your hips stacked right over the knees. And then walk the hands forward until you melt into a puppy stretch. Good. Forehead or chin can rest on the mat here, whichever feels best. And as you inhale, actively breathe into the upper body, creating space in your chest, your armpits, your upper back. As you exhale, let your heart melt down into the floor. Couple breaths here. Good. Let's take one more deep, expansive breath in. Exhale to sink down into the floor. And then from here, look forward. Shift your weight to the elbows and gently lower your belly all the way down to the mat. Very nice. Bring your hands out to the sides of the mat. Lift the elbows towards the ceiling. And then as you inhale, lift up into cobra. So not super high here. Just gently opening the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Cobra with spider arms. Good. Option 1, if this feels like enough, stay here. Actively send your tailbone back towards the heels. Option 2, we can add a little shoulder stretch by dropping that right shoulder forward. Really let it round as you look back over the left shoulder. Good. And then switch sides. Drop the left shoulder forward, look back over the right shoulder. And then we'll alternate a couple more times at your own pace. Last one. And then gently come back to center. Hands come by your rib cage now, elbows hug in. As you inhale, gently press yourself up through hands and knees. And then bring your knees as wide as the mat apart. Big toes touch behind you. And then sink back into child's pose. Let your entire body grow heavy and sink down into the mat. If it feels nice, you might let your forehead roll gently from side to side against the floor, giving it a gentle massage. Relax your neck. And then gently come back to stillness. Good. From here, go ahead and press up on the hands a little bit to lift your upper body, and then flip your right palm to face the ceiling. And then gently slide your right hand through underneath your left armpit, coming into a twisted variation. So go ahead and lower that right shoulder back down. Make yourself comfortable here, and breathe into the stretch. You can turn the ear to the mat if that feels comfortable. And then option 1, if this feels like enough, stay here. Option 2, if you'd like to add a stretch for the top shoulder as well, maybe you reach that left hand around and back and try to grab hold of your right hip crease. If this doesn't feel good in your shoulder, you can always let it go and come back to the previous variation. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. One more deep breath in. Exhale to let any tension release into the floor. If you've taken the top arm back, gently bring the left hand down to the floor. And then gently press yourself up once again, and we'll switch sides. Left palm faces the ceiling. And then slide the hand through underneath the right shoulder. Good. Again, maybe turning the other ear to the side or keeping the head centered. Option to add the top arm. And actively breathe into the shoulders here, inhaling to create space. Exhaling to melt into the floor. Let any tension go. One more inhale. Exhale to grow heavy. And then gently release. Good. Come back into your child's pose. And then come up onto the fingertips here, making little tent shapes with your hands. And then slowly walk your hands in towards you, pressing yourself up to sit. Very nice. Bring the knees together, sitting back on the heels. And then from here, go ahead and interlace the fingers and then press the palms of your hands forward away from you. Very nice. Good. Really try to push the front wall away and then keep that activation as you reach the hands all the way overhead. Try to lift the ceiling with the hands. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Grow as long as you can. And then exhale to gently release the hands. Again, feel free to shake it out a little, release any tension. And then from here, take a moment to close your eyes. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head to your hands. And just take a moment to thank yourself for taking this time out of your day to show up on your mat, practice yoga, and take care of yourself. May your practice bring happiness to you and to those around you. Namaste.